Okay, welcome everybody.
Hey guys, I'm glad everybody could make it tonight. My name is Alana Thompson, and I am a mama of 4 kiddos whom I homeschool, the ones that are old enough to be homeschooled. I've been using Young Living for about 6.5 years. I started when I was pregnant with my second daughter, and have just continued to learn more and more about them, and now I love teaching classes and sharing about them with anybody who will listen. So we're glad you guys are here. If you're just coming in, we're playing bingo tonight. So we're going to pick 4 numbers between the numbers 1 through 12. I think everybody on here has done that. So I'm glad that everybody can participate. Tonight we're talking winter wellness. And if you have questions, just let us know. You can type in the chat box or raise your hand or whatever you need to do. So thank y'all for being here.
Awesome. Okay, so I am Michelle Skocek, and I've been playing with my Young Living oils now for just over 8 years. And I mean, I just went to an event this weekend and I learned so much. So it's like we're constantly learning. It's such a fascinating thing. So I love learning it and I love teaching it. I have 2 kids and they keep me busy, and so does my husband. We live here in McKinney, Texas. And it's really great to have everybody on here. I'm loving this. Okay, so I see that Melanie came in, and I don't know who the other one somebody else came in, maybe Lynn. If you guys want to pick 4 numbers between 1 and 12 and put them in the chat box, those will be your bingo numbers, and then we'll be calling out, and make sure you write them down, and then we'll be calling them out throughout this webinar. Okay, so we're talking about ways to boost your immune system and have just like the best, healthiest winter ever, okay? And, you know, just withstand all the holidays and make it go really well so you don't miss a minute, okay? If you're traveling and or having family and friends over, you won't have to miss a thing, you know, for your system being not feeling so great. So I really do commend you for being here, okay? You took time out. We're going to try to keep this concise, but feel free, like take notes, and you can message me, text me, any other questions that you might have about, you know, something a little bit more deep that we've gone into, or maybe, you know, a product that we only just like quickly mentioned. Feel free to ask any questions, but we'll keep this pretty concise. But the other thing about this is I want you guys to really know, like, there's no judgment here. None of us has this down like 100%. So we're going to mention some things that don't think that means that like that is perfected in my life. Okay. It's things that we work on, okay? And nobody has arrived, okay? And so don't feel like anything that we say that we're like judging anybody. We are all on a journey, okay? And we go through different seasons in our life where some areas we're really strong, and then other areas you can't get a lick of sleep, you know? So, you know, we're all just learning together, and I just really appreciate you being here and commend you for being open to it. So, but here's my challenge to you. Choose one thing. Okay, again, I went to this Young Living sponsored event this weekend. It was a yoga retreat. Okay, I'll just admit we did very little yoga. Okay, very little. It was mostly education and a lot of breathing and a lot of stress relief and things like that. But one thing that his name is Ed Daly, and he's an RN, and just wise as could be. And the thing he said, he's in great shape and everything, but the thing that he said, he's like, you're going to hear 100 things. If you do just one, like commit to doing just one thing consistently. Doing one thing consistently is 100 times better than writing down 20 things and trying to do 20 things and ending up doing none of them. Okay? So at the end of this, I want you to pick one thing that you will try to do consistently to build your immune system. Okay? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about like how the immune system works and how the body works in balance. Okay. I believe that if you give the body what it needs, it will heal itself. And so that's our job, is to remove things that don't help the body and to give it the things that are going to help it do its job, because it's perfectly designed to do the job itself. Okay. But every once in a while, there is just too many things that come at the body. So for instance, with the immune system in particular, there are always germs that come at us, okay? So I don't really know, all about this necessarily. I'm no real expert on this, but there seems to be a flu season, and I don't think I really understand it all that much, because there's always some sort of an illness that your body is fighting. And so the trick is really keeping your body strong enough to do the job that it's meant to do. So I feel like every time that I've gotten sick, I can attribute it to something that I let get too far. Okay. So yes, the body is perfectly designed to deal with stress, but when there's just too much stress, we need to give it a little bit of help, right? Another principle that we're kind of dealing with here is that we're to be proactive and preventative, okay? A teaspoon of prevention is worth, what's that phrase? You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't think of it. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Okay, same thing. It takes way more energy to like try to cure something, which is not what we're talking about. We're totally in the preventative mode here. So we're trying to be proactive and build our system up so we don't have to actually fight any kind of disease or, big issues. The other thing that we like to really stress is that when we start to feel like, your body best, when you start to feel just a little bit like, if this is, if this right here, this is a scale, if you are like, this is like, you're feeling your best, right? When you feel like it start coming here, you're a little stressed, you're not getting sleep, there's all kinds of things here. This is the point at which to really kick it into high gear, because you don't want to wait till you're over here. You want to be like, when you start to feel yourself dripping from this point, shifting from this point to this point, that's the time to really kick it in. And like we like to say, hit it early and hit it often. It's like sending signals to your body that actually triggers your body to do the work. Okay. It's not that you're giving it more, any kind of a cure. It's that you're triggering the body. Hey, come over here and pay attention. So I know that there's different protocols that you like drop some oils under your tongue, or you swipe your cheek, and you do that every 10 minutes. Okay. When you start to feel like coming this way, you're like, I ain't got time for this. Drop something under your tongue every 10 minutes. And that sends a huge signal to your body to do that, okay? But here's the other thing, though. You can't use what you don't have. And so now is the time to stock up, okay? You can't wonder, like, or get to this point and suddenly like, oh, it's not the time to place an order. Even if we can do overnight shipping, like, do you guys know we can do overnight shipping for $10 if you have the YL Go program? I just did that last night, because my mom is coming in town and she likes the vanilla protein shake. And she's like, you have that, right? I'm like, yeah, I do. Let me go order that and do overnight shipping. So I did that. even that though, that could be too late. Like your body could just be like, whoa, little too late. So now is really the time to stock up. And I do have a little surprise of a little bit of a sale that's happening tomorrow. Nobody else knows about this, and you can't tell anybody until 8 o'clock in the morning, okay? Shh, don't tell anybody I told you, okay? Because we're not supposed to tell anybody until tomorrow. But I'm going to give you a little clue, okay? Which I just did. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about 6 areas just 6 things that you can do to help your body be really prime for great winter wellness, okay? So the first of that, and for each of these areas, we're going to talk about like just 2 simple products that you can use. So the first one that I'm going to talk about tonight is stress, okay? If you've heard me speak about wellness before, you know that stress is the beginning of everything yucky, okay? It just is. And so anything that you can do to combat stress in your life, the better off you will be. I think we just had Melanie join us. Alana, if you could message her, make sure we have her bingo numbers. So what are some things that we can do for stress? Well, the first thing is breathing, okay? Breathing deeply, okay? They say when you get angry or something, count to 10, breathe in and count to 10. Well, I say do that 6 times in a row, okay? And you actually put your body into a parasympathetic mode. So you're no longer in the stress mode, but you're in the rest and relax mode if you take less than 6 breaths a minute. So if you breathe in and count to 10 and you breathe out and you keep doing that, like you will literally bring down your stress level, okay? And while you're breathing, why not? I think it's a God-given thing. Use your oils, right? And so there is a lot of really great stress relieving oils. My first recommendation is that oil that you love, that makes you and your body feel better, okay? And there's a number of different options, and they can be different with different seasons, okay? So, like I love Tranquil, okay? And it comes in a nice roll-on, so you wear it like a perfume, okay? So you can smell it. Another oil option is frankincense, okay? So you want to, I just want to show you this. Frankincense is super powerful. If you're in a particularly stressful season, here's my suggestion. Take out your frankincense or put it right by your bedside. Every morning, just sniff it for like 5 minutes right out of the bottle and pray and tell yourself how great your day is going to be and that you can do this, okay? Just some of the most powerful things that you can do is just tell yourself it's going to be okay and that you can figure it out. I heard something recently that I really just loved, and it kind of sealed in that the thing that we stress out about the most in general is this thing of uncertainty, okay? Anything that we're uncertain of in our lives causes us stress, right? And so this person said, the people who are like the most successful in life in whatever areas have a great relationship with uncertainty. So isn't that just telling yourself like, I don't know, but I can figure it out, okay? And it's going to be all right. So I love to just drop oils. Whew, that's a powerful thing. And just smell it, okay? And you can just feel that physically in your body, just slow down all that racing that you do. Another great one is lavender, and I drop that on the back of my neck. It's really good for the central nervous system. and we talked about tranquil, and then of course there's stress away. Okay, so these oils are my first item, and I'm going to draw a bingo number for this one. Oh, there's Alana sniffing her oils. Okay, what's going to be my first bingo number? 3. 3 is my first bingo number. I know that's one of Olga's numbers. I see that there. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. So one of the things that stress, it looks like we got some new people here. Okay, so if you're joining us, find the chat box, choose 4 numbers between 1 and 12, and write them in the chat box, okay? I just drew 1 bingo number, and the first bingo number is 3, okay? So my next product for stress is Cortistop. Okay, stress causes cortisol levels to rise and something called EDTA in your body to drop. And so that's what Cortistop does. It helps your body manage stress levels. Okay, so Cortistop is amazing. I take 2 a day. Okay, there hasn't been a season in a while that I haven't taken Cortistop. Okay, so I love it even long term. Okay, so I'm going to draw a bingo number. Next bingo number is 5. Okay, now we have 3 and 5. Okay, now our next topic is a great way to have some really great winter wellness is to build your core. Okay, so a healthy gut is, I mean, you can feel like that's connected to stress, right? So when you're stressed out, like, don't you feel that in your belly? I know I do. I totally feel that in my belly. And so the gut brain connection is really strong. And so we want to make sure that our gut is really strong. Our colon actually contains like 70%. I've heard anywhere from 70 to 90% of our immune system. And so maintaining a good, healthy gut is very essential to winter wellness. Now, we could have a whole class on gut wellness, but I'm just going to pick 2 things. So again, we're keeping this simple. And if you could just do a couple of things and focus on that, like we talked about in our challenge, you would be so much better off than if you had 1,000 options, okay? So my first and best thing, like if I start, you know how we talked about, like if this is like ultimate wellness and I start to get like here, I actually, before I reach for anything else, I reach for my probiotic. Okay, I think this is the strongest way to build your immune system. And this is Life 9. And the kids version is the Mighty Pro. These taste like pixie sticks. So yes, adults love them too. Maybe a little too much. But Life 9 is really great at daily. Again, he's an RN. He suggests taking 1 in the night, 1 at night, and 1 in the morning. I'm a big proponent of taking it with the fattiest meal, okay? So it makes it all the way into the gut, all right? But before bed, like if you take it with a good routine, like if you put it you know, on your, where you brush your teeth before bed, that is a perfect idea. So take that right before bed. Okay, so probiotic is the next item, and I'm going to choose a bingo number. So far we have 3, 5, and 10. I know that's backwards. 10. 3, 5, and 10. Okay. And the next thing that I think that we can do to build your core is to allow is to support your own. Again, one way to do it is probiotics, but another way is to actually avoid taking any kind of chemicals that that kill your good gut flora. Okay, and so what I mean by that is, So you know those any kind of antibacterial things, I think that they're too harsh, okay? So I like to use things like the Thieves hand soap, okay? Because there are some versions of sanitizer and soaps that actually kill too many germs, okay? We need the good germs, okay? So Thieves, anything Thieves is amazing because, so the chemical germ killers are non-discriminatory. They kill everything. So antibiotics kill everything, okay? But Thieves does not, okay? I don't know how that works, but it doesn't. So using Thieves, which I know Alana's going to talk about as well, but just not using chemicals that are too harsh on your gut is super helpful. And another thing is like, sometimes your gut just needs a little bit more, like it's just been stressed out a lot. You've got other chemicals going on and you feel like your gut needs kind of a redo, a start over. Digest and Cleanse. It's kind of hard to see on here, but this is Digest and Cleanse. A good protocol of this, taking this once a day for a week, is an awesome thing. If you think that your gut needs a little bit of help and it's just been under too much stress, this is a great way to clean it out in a gentle way, all right? If you want to talk gut cleansing, Young Living does have a lot of other products. One is ICP, Digize is great, Comfort Tone is great, but those are my favorites for gut health. Okay, so for that, I will choose 12. Can you see that? 12, there we go, 12. So far we have 3, 5, 10, and 12. Okay, 3, 5, 10, and 12. 3, 5, 10, and 12. Okay, Alana's turn.
All right. So we've talked about, the fact that keeping your immune system boosted, that's your first line of defense. And the whole purpose of our immune system is to keep bacteria and viruses away. But if they do happen to get into our systems because we're exposed to them all the time, then it's our immune system's job to destroy those things. There are lots of things that can weaken our immune system, just like Michelle already talked about. Stress, a poor diet, excessive alcohol, poor sleep, lack of exercise, dehydration, all of those things are things that affect us. Some of these are easy to fix. If you know you're dehydrated, then you drink water. And some of them are a little bit more difficult. So let's do the things that we can to help boost our immune system. Picking that one thing is so important. And from the very beginning, my thing has been Thieves. From replacing all of the chemical-y things in my house with Thieves to actually using the oil on a daily basis. So in the diffuser is always a good choice, especially this time of year, but I like to take a drop every day. It's pretty hot, so not everybody likes to do that. But from the very beginning, that has been a huge part of my story, is Thieves itself. I don't know if you have seen or not, but in the new holiday catalog, there is a Thieves roll-on. I think Michelle has it. And I am super excited about this because the roll-on is pre-diluted, which means that I don't have to make up a special bottle for my kids. It means that they can take it and rub it on their own feet and use it as they see fit. My kids are really good about, hey, mommy, I need an oil. Hey, mommy, I need this or that. And a lot of times they'll go and grab what they know that they need. And so now I can just say, hey, go grab the Thieves roll-on, and they can rub it on themselves. It's a great thing to make it a daily habit, to do it as a preventative measure to boost your immune system rather than having to just use it once it's too late. Okay, and then the next thing
Should I choose a number?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay, I'm going to choose a number.
For thieves.
8. I haven't even said
again, and if you're just joining it,
what our prizes are tonight.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah. Well, now that we've mentioned thieves, so we're going to get to, okay, so hold on just a second. No, I'm going to let you talk about your next thing, and then I'm going to tell what the prizes are.
Okay. Okay, I see a couple more people joining. If you're just joining, go ahead and choose 4 numbers between 1 and 12 and put them in the chat box. And we are choosing bingo numbers as we talk about our products. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is called Inner Defense, and it is a supplement. It's a powerhouse, y'all. Inner Defense has all the same oils as Thieves. It also has oregano, thyme, and lemongrass. It reinforces your systemic defenses. It creates an unfriendly terrain for yeast and fungus, and it promotes healthy respiratory function, which we know is super important this time of year. These are some hefty capsules, but if my 11-year-old can take them, so can you.
Wow.
Okay, it's just a soft gel that has the oils already in them. It makes them super easy to take. I need to order a new bottle. That's my last one. So that whole being ready, I got to get on that. But yeah, my 11-year-old was taking these recently, and again, she just knew that she needed them, and I told her to start taking them, but as she started to feel better, she knew how many she needed, and it was really funny. She would come to me and she'd go, "Mommy, I'm just going to take one today." And then she knew when she didn't need them anymore. So I love that. Yeah.
Question for you on those. Can they be opened and poured into something? Poured into something? Because, you know, I had a gas leave done years ago. I can't take anything in a capsule form, so I have to open everything. So I always have to ask the pharmacy, is it one of those things that you can actually open, you know, because some things you just can't. They're meant to slowly release.
Yeah, this one is not. Some of the supplements that Young Living has are ones that you can just pull apart. This one isn't like that, but the outer casing is really soft, so you could probably poke it with a knife and squeeze it out, but you could also put it together yourself. You could get all those oils and make your own concoction.
Okay.
You know, shoot it in water or whatever, however you want to do that. So, all right. So, do we want to do another number for that, Michelle?
Yes, let's do that. Number is 1. Number 1. So we have 3, 5, 10, 12, 8, and 1.
Awesome. Y'all let us know when you bingo. Shout out. Okay.
Hey, Melanie,
one of the other.
Yeah, Melanie's got number 14. We're going to cut that number in half and count that as a 7.
Beautiful. I like it. Okay, cool. Let's also talk a little bit about, okay, we're hitting the holiday season, right? So that means Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all those things. And what is one of the things we get the most of during that time is sugar, right? Especially for our kiddos. It is an influx of sugar into our homes. And I could scream sometimes with the amount of sugar that comes into my home. But we know that sugar does several things to our body. Again, it's going to be pretty much impossible to avoid sugar 100%. It's in everything, but we do what we can. So when we have excess of sugar, it causes acidity in our body and it causes inflammation. An acidic body is a breeding ground for disease. And inflammation causes so many things. It causes joint pain. It makes your skin age faster. It's a contributor to heart disease, diabetes, obviously, even cancer and allergies. Anytime you have too much sugar in your body, it increases your risk of those kinds of things. So we're going to cut way back on our sugar, but we're also going to give our body the things it needs to balance out our blood sugar level. So my favorite is Ningxia Red. Okay, Jamie, this is another great way that you could take those oils, is you could take your Ningxia Red and then put your oils in your Ningxia and shoot it that way. Ningxia Red is our superfood antioxidant drink that's made primarily from wolfberries, which are grown in the Ningxia province in China. This is going to balance your blood sugar in addition to the 100 other things it does. It's great for your heart and your eyes and all kinds of, the list goes on and on. But when we're talking specifically about the sugar intake and the insulin being all out of whack, this is going to help bring it back down to where it needs to be. It contains glutathione. You can Google that and see all the things that people are using that they're supplementing with it as a benefit, and see all the things that they're combating with it. It's pretty incredible. So glutathione is a master antioxidant that's produced in our cells. It protects the cells from free radical damage and enables the body to produce more white blood cells. So it's another way to boost that immune system. Okay, so super, super important to be doing this on a regular basis. The daily recommended dose is 2 ounces, and my kids love it. They drink it. They ask for it on a regular basis. Okay, and then so that inflammation, we're going to help reduce that by getting our blood sugar in balance. We're also going to fix the acidity in our body by putting lemon in our Ningxia Red, because lemon is going to alkalinize our body. When the pH of our body is out of whack, it causes all kinds of crazy things to happen, and we don't even realize it. Most of the population of the United States is probably has an acidic blood level. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to bring it down. You can put the lemon in your water also, in addition to your Ningxia Red. Your body's pH should be between 7.35 and 7.45. And you can actually test your pH. You can buy test strips online and test them yourself so that you can figure out where you are and get that acidity in balance. Jumping back a little bit to the blood sugar, another thing that you can add to your Ningxia is cinnamon bark. I don't know if you can see that or not. And you can add a couple drops of that. It tastes amazing. It's one of my favorite ones to put in my Ningxia. And it's also going to help balance out that blood sugar. Okay. But another great thing, if you decide to test your acidity or your alkalinity, either way, and see that you really are super acidic, or if you have some of the things that, are signs of being too acidic, things like constipation, weight gain, your immune system is lacking, headaches, depression. Those are all things that can be caused by a body that's too acidic. If that's the issue, then we have alkaline. I skipped a bunch. You're supposed to draw numbers.
Okay.
I got excited and I forgot.
Okay, so before I draw a number, I'm going to tell you what our prizes are tonight. So we're going to have 5 winners because nobody's gotten bingo yet. So it's still up for grabs. So we're going to have 5 winners. The first 2 winners get a 2-pack of Ningxia Red. That's how much I believe in it. I think everybody should be drinking Ningxia Red. Okay.
When you get a minute, will you recap the numbers?
I definitely will.
They're not missing.
I definitely will, Jamie. Okay, so if the first 2 winners get Ningxia Red, the 3rd winner gets Life 9, and the 4th and 5th winner get this Thieves Roll-On. Okay, so those are our prizes tonight. The winners, or the numbers drawn so far in this order, are 3, 5, 10, 12, 8, and 1. And then this is our Ningxia red number. That looks like a 9. That's a 9. Okay, so 3, 5, 10, 12, 8, 1, and 9.
Awesome.
Okay, so Alana, continue with alkaline.
Okay, so alkaline. This is a powder. So alkaline is, it has calcium, sodium, potassium, lemon powder, as well as lemon and lime oils, okay? And it's precisely balanced, a mineral complex formulated to neutralize acidity and maintain the desirable pH levels in your body. Okay, so you just put a teaspoon in water or Ningxia. I know some people put it in their Ningxia and drink it, sip on it throughout the day. It is effervescent, kind of like Alka-Seltzer, but it has that citrusy flavor, and so you can put that in and just sip on it, and you can, again, keep track of your pH and figure out whether you need to keep taking it on a regular basis, or once your body gets back into the right state, then you can back off on it. So great way to make sure your body is at the pH that it needs to be.
Okay, can I confess something?
I mean,
I've used alkaline like after I eat a lot of sugar. You know, because it does, like, I'm like, oh, my body is so acidic right now. It's got to be because I, just ate that half a cake. No, I'm just kidding. But, just from after Halloween or whatever, desserts and all of that. So I will correct that by using alkaline. But then the other thing that I did was I started giving it to my kids, because when they get like addicted to the sugar and they're like, I need some more, can we have dessert again tonight? They're on that like sugar, craving thing. So when my son would get the sugar craving, I would make him that fizzy drink, and it would cut that sugar craving. And so he would come and ask me, can I have another one of that fizzy drink? Like, he didn't even know, like, that I'm like tricking his body. Like, he thinks it's a treat. I'm like, you go right ahead.
Awesome.
It's a treat. Give you some fizzy drink. Sure. Okay.
And also, it comes in individual packages, so you can throw them in your purse or in your suitcase or whatever you need to do, so that you have it with you on hand rather than having to carry around the big bottle.
So Lynn asks if there's anything similar that's not effervescent, and there is. It's lemon oil. Lemon oil will do that same acidity thing, lowering your acidity and it not be effervescent. The other thing that you can do is use it, let the effervescence all go away. It doesn't stay like soda, okay? It's just like a mechanism, but you use a lot of water, or just let it, fizzle all the way out. And it's just like drinking lemon water without it actually being fizzy. Just let it all bubble out. It's not like a soda. Okay, so the next area that we really have to pay attention to keep our wellness up is actually sleep. So it's like our rest and recover. We have to recover. We have to take time to rest. So it's not always what you do like right before bed. It's really kind of what you do all day. And again, we could do a whole class on just getting sleep, but I'm just going to highlight 2, maybe 3 things. The first thing is, a lot of times we just simply don't sleep because of our hormone levels, okay? And so Thyromin is a favorite product of mine, okay? Because Alana said it, I upped my dose, so I take 2 at night. So you take it at night for your thyroid, Okay, and your thyroid. And I talked to a girl she was sitting behind me at the yoga retreat, and we were talking about thyromin, and she said, and she goes, oh, does it make you drowsy? And I was like, well, not really. I mean, I take it right before bed anyway. And she goes, it knocks me out. I was like, that's cool. That means like that fills that gap that her body needs. And like, she's like, yeah, I can't take it any other time except right before bed because it makes me drowsy. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I do 2 thyromin at night. And then interesting, you could take thyromin in the morning to help your adrenals as well. So, but you're supposed to take thyromin right before you go to bed for your thyroid, which helps you sleep. So that is what helps you sleep. So let me pick a number for thyromin. We should be getting bingo any second now. What do we got here? 6. Okay, any bingo? Waiting for some bingo. 3, 5, 10, 12, 8, 1, 9, and 6. You guys are hanging in there. Awesome. Okay, my next product for going to sleep. Honestly, I love this stuff. Love this stuff. There was a season where this was not in stock. Jamie, thyromin can be opened. It's a capsule that can be opened.
Awesome. And just FYI, that earlier you were talking about the glutathione that we could take. I take a shot of that every week because I have fatty liver disease, and it really, really, really is a very important drug that you can put into your body, or an oil. So if anybody has fatty liver or anything like that, to me, it is like the most promotional thing you want to get in your body.
That's awesome. Thank you. I know that orange oil promotes glutathione as well. And I think that Ningxia Red has glutathione, but also has like the precursors so that your body can produce it itself. So yeah, you're right. I've heard some really amazing things about that. Okay, so the next product I really love is the Sleep Essence. It's loaded with oils that we actually don't sell individually, like rue. It's got valerian, tangerine, vetiver, and lavender. So you could make it on your own except for the rue oil, which is pretty good. But you could poke a hole in it and pour it out, out of the capsule as well. Nothing to say that you can't.
Michelle?
Yes.
Michelle, I absolutely love this one. I use it quite often, and it has been so beneficial to me, helping me sleep.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that, Jenny. Yeah, there is nothing like a good night's sleep. When you don't get a good night's sleep, we're just not ourselves. And it really—
That's right.
Yeah, like those different times where I have gotten sick, a lot of times I can attribute it to just not being able to sleep,
Exactly.
Yep. So I love my Sleep Essence. But another product that's really close to it is the ImmuPro. So interestingly enough, like it's got melatonin in it, and so does the Sleep Essence. But this is a capsule. This is a chewable capsule. So you can give this to your kids and like cut it in half, or have them like bite it in half or something. But it's a chewable, like this. And even times when I don't necessarily wait till I'm like restless and can't sleep. If I just know I have to get a good night's sleep, I'll just take one or the other. So, okay. So for our sleep products, we already did thyromin, our Sleep Essence. What is that? That's a 2. 2. Bingo, is that you, Kathy? Kathy's got the first bingo. Yay, Kathy. Yay, Kathy.
I do too, Diana.
Okay, Diana, I see you. Okay, cool.
Way to go, Faye. Woo!
Yay. I'm so excited. That is awesome. Okay. Okay, Kathy, I don't know your last name. Let me get that from you right away. Oh, she's muted. Ah. Okay.
Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R.
Okay, awesome. Okay, great. Now Alana's going to talk to us about our respiratory system.
Yeah, so we know that during the winter time, our respiratory system is one of the ones that gets the most taxed. So we want to make sure that in addition to supporting our immune system, we want to also make sure and support our respiratory system. I know that we have had the fireplace going some this week, and my husband may have forgotten to shut the flue one night. And so we had lots of smoke in our house. And so I've been running lots of RC in our diffusers. So RC is a great one. It's a blend of several different kinds of eucalyptus, myrtle, marjoram, cypress, pine, and then Raven comes in your premium starter kit, and it is Raven Sara, as well as lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. So those two are both ones that are great in the diffuser. They're great directly on your chest. These are ones that everybody's different, but I can hold them straight on my keys without them having any kind of a sensitivity to them. So I don't typically dilute them. You can, of course, if you want to. Another great thing you can do with them is, and this was Olga, I think that I heard this from, is you can take a bowl of hot water and put a few drops in it, and then take a towel and tent over it so that you're breathing in the oils with the moisture at the same time. So those two are my top two for respiratory support. All right, Michelle's gonna draw us a number.
4.
Number 4.
4. Who is waiting for Tina? Dawn.
Yay.
Alana,
Yes, ma'am.
what was the second oil you
Bingo. Raven.
Raven, okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Who else got bingo with the number 4?
Jenny.
Ginny,
Uh-huh.
Dawn, and Tina, right? I see Dawn. Yay. All right, that's awesome. Okay, we just have one more.
Okay, and my last tip for supporting your respiratory system is kind of not something you would think of right away, but there are lots of things that aggravate our respiratory systems. Things like household cleaners, plugins, candles, all those things that have scents, okay? The term fragrance is one that used to be in my head was something pleasant. You know, it meant that it smelled good. But what I have learned is, number one, since I start using oils, they no longer smell good to me, those fragrances. But the word fragrance, I'm having trouble saying that tonight, encompasses like 300 different kinds of chemicals, and companies don't have to tell us what those chemicals are. And so we have no idea what we're putting into our systems when we're breathing those in, okay? Do a little research on just candles. Go into Google and put in chemicals in candles, and you will be amazed at the information that you will find. But what I want to talk specifically about is those household cleaners. New research is showing that stay-at-home moms are some of the most susceptible to anything from asthma to other kinds of respiratory issues, as well as cancer. We're using these incredibly toxic chemicals into our house, whether it's floor cleaners or bathroom cleaners or whatever it might be. When you add up all the chemicals that you're using every day to clean, y'all, Clorox wipes are horrible. And you're touching them on your skin as well as breathing that in, okay? So instead, we use our Thieves Household Cleaner, okay? We eliminate everything else and just use this. This is a concentrate, and you put a cap full of this to a big old spray bottle and fill the rest with water. And that's your general all-purpose cleaner. It cleans everything. And there are lots of recipes out there that you can do to make a floor cleaner or a bathroom cleaner that's a little bit hardier. You can mix it with baking soda and vinegar and those kinds of things. You can also put some extra lemon or some extra orange for that additional smell good. It already smells good because it smells like Thieves. But that's my number one tip is if you have respiratory issues especially, you want to eliminate all those chemicals that you're using to clean your house and replace it with the household cleaner. Cool.
Awesome.
I absolutely love and adore this product. This weekend, I was cleaning my commodes, my bathroom, my baby girls, which are dogs. They came right in, sniffing. I didn't even have to worry. I was so excited. It just makes me so happy to know that my babies are safe.
Yeah.
That is just the biggest blessing in the world to me. I love Thieves.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
I love it because I can, my kids can clean and I don't have to
That's right.
about what they're getting into. I have a baby that he picked up a bottle the other day, one of our spray bottles, and there was no panic. I didn't even,
That's right.
Calling poison control was not an issue because it's perfect for him. So yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Okay, so somehow we have 2 numbers left. But I think we have all of our bingo winners, don't we? I think we do. Lynn got bingo.
I haven't because I need you to pull a 7 out of there.
That's what I just grabbed. But I think we have our 5. We do have our bingo. Because I see Lynn had bingo. So I'll write down all the numbers in order. Okay. You guys did great. So let's just wrap this up real quickly. Okay. So okay, if you guys could, so a lot of you guys got the notification for this webinar from my text messages, okay? So that texting number, if our bingo winners, let's see, our bingo winners, Kathy, Diana, Dawn, Ginny, and Linda. Or no, not Linda, sorry, Lynn. Lynn? Who did what was that last message?
I got 1 on 7.
You got 1 on 7.
I got bingo at 7. That was the very last one you pulled.
Yeah, and I want to.
I have to see how many people.
You're missing 11.
Yes. We did not get to 11 yet before we got 5 winners.
Oh, my iPad.
Okay. You got, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You had Jenny, Dawn, Turley, Tina, Lowe.
Not Tina.
Kat.
Tina was congratulating, but that wasn't in order. The first one was Kathy.
Kathy Myers.
Then it was Diana. Tina was congratulating Ginny.
Oh, okay. Jenny and Dawn.
And then And then Lynn got
it with the 7.
Lynn got it before the 7.
Okay. Because I got it with the 7, but that was too late.
Okay. So if you want to find out more, and you didn't get this via text, then text me, and I'm going to give you the number, but text the word webinar to this number, 469-301-1196. And that'll put you on my texting list that I will send out notifications about each webinar coming up. Okay? And if you want to get texting tips about
repeat that number.
I will repeat that number. 469-301-1196.
Thank you.
And if you want to get any kind of, like, I send out texting tips about different products, about just different things that come up, different promos that come up, like the one I'm about to tell you about. You can text the word tips to that number, okay? So let me tell you really quickly about there's a pop-up sale. It's starting tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. So that's 9 o'clock Mountain Time. There we go. Thank you. And it's a 20% off sale on 5 amazing products. These are stock up kind of oils, okay? So it's, let me see if I can remember this. Lavender, peppermint, thieves. These are the big bottles, you guys. These are the big bottles. We're talking about stocking up for the winter. Then the other one is cedarwood. And the last one is, hold on, I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. And Valor, the small bottle of Valor. That's what it is. Okay. They're all 20% off Tuesday through Thursday of this week. Okay. So starting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, those oils will be on sale. Quick order only. Okay. And I am offering a special because I know a lot of you are on Essential Rewards already. So Kathy and her kitten, their tail was in front of the camera. That was so funny. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys have already, placed an order with your Essential Rewards order, and a lot of you are on While Go, and so you're like, I don't pay shipping. I'm against shipping. So what I'm doing is I want to give you not only it's partly the shipping, but because you're like, okay, well, I already did that on Essential Rewards. That would be the 20% I would get on Essential Rewards. I am actually going to match that. Okay. So let's say so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a $20 product credit for every $100 that you spend, every 100 PV that you spend on this sale. Okay. So if you want to stock up on your thieves and you spend $100 on thieves, I'm going to give you $20 back in a product credit. Okay. So if you take me up on that, either if you're not on our Facebook group, then text me that. Okay. And if you are on our Facebook group, then I'll be posting that special on our Drop Everything Facebook group. Okay. That is the sale that Tina's been waiting for. Me too. All right. Also, don't forget, it's a great, have you guys seen this holiday catalog? Oh my goodness. So
it's gorgeous.
It's, okay. So the amazing thing about the holiday catalog, again, it's stock up time. It's time to have things like you can't use what you don't have. And so the things that they have, there's a couple of really cool new things that they have in here. Like the vent diffusers are so cool. The kitchen, you guys, the kitchen set is phenomenal. I'm going to do a video in our group tomorrow. It is so awesome. It's a stainless steel bowl. It's these utensils. But here's the deal, you guys. So they give you a whole set of oils and a rack to put them on. It's gorgeous, right? But here's the deal. Okay, so let's say I added up the price of all the oils, okay? You pay for all the oils at their price that you would get them for. You get that whole stainless steel set, the rack, and the utensils for $12.
And the cookbook.
What's that?
There's the cookbook too.
And the cookbook, that's right, the cookbook. All of that extra stuff for $12. It's so discounted, it's ridiculous. The same thing goes like there are makeup sets. Because they're bundled the way they are, the price is phenomenal. Like all of it is like 15 to 20 to 25% off the regular prices. So don't discount it just because it's like, oh, that's not something that that's like I can get that any time of the year. No, not for this price. Those are stock up prices. So look at the wellness kit that has the Life 9 in it and all of that. The other thing that I am totally going to stock up on is this truffles. These things are not going to stick around. So I've already ordered. They just came out. I can't wait. Like somebody had them at the yoga retreat and I was a little bit mad at her because she didn't offer me one. I'm just going to say it right now. Anyway, so that's the holiday catalog. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording because they won't need this part. Well, later, I guess. The next webinar we're going to do is Monday, November 19th, and it's going to be holiday fun, healthy gift ideas, holiday recipes that we love, and beat the holiday stress. Ooh, that family member. How do we deal with that, right?
Maybe invite them to the webinar.
Invite them to the webinar. How to not stress out your relatives. There you go. Very good. All right. Well, this has been super fun for me. I hope it's been super fun for you. We do this every month. And we will put it on a replay and I'll send you, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and send you a link. And yes, thank you all very much. And I'll get those bingo prizes to our bingo winners. Congratulations. Maybe we should do a poll next time to see if we should do, what time is the November one? When we do it in the evening like this, we would like to do it at 8 o'clock just so that different time zones and everything that everybody can kind of get in here at a good time. So, so thank you very much, everybody, and have a great evening.